Hello, my fellow car mailers. How you doing today? I thought I'd do this quick video because there's something I want to show you guys, especially if you are longtime NASCAR modelers and have owned and built the old MPC. Do you remember the old MPC NASCAR cars? There's something about those tires that I want to go over with you guys, and I have them right here. But I hear the music, so let's just do the intro and get on with this. And like I said, this was just an idea that just popped in my head. It's something that I have noticed for years, and a lot of people don't notice about these two tires. And first of all, a lot of you might not care. We're talking about the old MPC kits from way back when in the 70s. And, they were what they were. I personally am still a fan of those. I love them. We've now got some great kits coming out from Salvino's JR that are bringing back the old 70s cars, but we still got a lot of cars that if you have a nice stash of MPC cars, or if you can pick them up for a decent price on eBay or at a swap meet, you're in like Flint, whatever that means. So I just want to talk about these tires though. Me personally, I have always loved these tires. And a lot of people don't. I like raised letters like that so I can paint them. I don't have an issue about painting them, but you could sand it down and put decals on there. That's not a problem. But what we have here is we have those treaded tires. They were treaded from back in 1973 is when the treads started going away and they started coming in with the slick tires. But early days and for a long time, these stayed with all the MPC NASCARs, even up into the 80s, these treaded tires. And quite honestly, you look at this, I got a picture to show you. I used to restore vintage race cars, and we happen to have a set of these tires. And by goodness gracious, these are actually quite accurate. I like these tires. I think they are excellent representation of the tires that they ran back in the early 70s. Funny thing about it is they kept using these tires well into the slick years, and then even when we got into the downsized cars, when MPC was trying to jump in on that before Monogram kicked everybody in the butt with their awesome NASCAR groundbreaking kits, well, they gave it a shot. They kept that old kind of generic chassis that was adjustable and really was a little bit of everything, not really that accurate, and brought them into they actually, those chassis are actually even shortened even a little more to do the downsized cars that came in 81. But there's something else about those tires, and I have no idea why they did this. Remember, this is a tire from the old early 70s MPC NASCARs. This is a tire from those 80s downsized cars. They're treaded. They just kept doing the treaded tires, which kind of was a bummer, but there's something about these tires, if you'd notice, ever so slightly. Can you tell? Can you see how the later kit tires are narrower? Do you see that? They are actually narrower. They always have been. So I did everything, which these are always hard to come by. The early ones, I tried to hoard up as many of these as I could because they were just slightly wider. I hope this is getting the picture. But can you see that? How much wider they are? And we're talking such a slight difference. But for me, I can literally hold this up and go, that's thinner. When I look at this is fatter. And it's just so nice looking. I love these. So that's the story right there. That's really what I wanted to show you. Doesn't matter. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a fan of these tires. I really like them. So who the heck knows what happened, if anybody has any idea. But can you see that? If you think I'm crazy, that is physically a wider tire. This is the old early 70s one. This is the 80s one. And they are considerable. What is really cool is what I did one time. I was doing a model of an old Trans Am car, which this worked out really great, and I put these on the front because the Trans Am cars would have staggered wheel sizes, or tire sizes, I'm sorry. And I used the wider ones on the back and the skinnier ones on the front. And to me, I don't know. It's just enough for me to see a difference that I really hope I'm getting this. I'm moving this back and forth. Again, this is the one that came out in the 80s kits. This is the one that came out in the 70s kits. And there you go. You can see I moved that around to the edge of the tire and slide it down to the edge at the bottom. Isn't that weird? I don't know. This is something that I discovered a long time ago, and I just want to share with you guys. I don't know how many people ever notice that. Have a great weekend, and go build model cars. Why? Because they're fun. And glue the fingers and cut the styrene. Let's not forever forget that. That's always going to happen. Thanks a bunch for watching. We'll see you in the next video.